In the 1870s, Brown Sharpe rejected an offer from a young Laroy Starrett. That single decision set Starrett on a path to create his own company, one that would rise and eventually rival the very firm that turned him away. For over a century, their name has been the gold standard for precision. But before Starrett was king, there was another. An older, more established titan that didn't just join the world of precision, they invented it. This is Brown Sharpe, and this document, their 1951 Small Tools catalog, is a time capsule from the original rulers of the craft. The first thing you notice is the quality. This isn't a flimsy pamphlet, it's a beautifully bound hardcover book. It feels less like a catalog and more like a textbook, and that's exactly what it was for a generation of machinists. The story of Brown Sharpe is the story of modern manufacturing itself. Founded in 1833, they were brilliant innovators. They didn't just make tools. They made the master machines, like the universal milling machine, that built other machines. But they faced a critical problem. The tools to measure the incredible precision their machines were capable of simply didn't exist. So they created them. They took a crude French design and perfected it, creating the first commercially successful mass-produced micrometer in America. They didn't just set the standard, they created the very concept of a standard that an entire industry could rely on. But in the 1870s, Laroy Starrett invented a new revolutionary tool, the combination square, and offered the patent to Brown Sharpe. In a decision they would regret for the next 100 years, they turned him down, believing that their combination squares were inferior to their high-precision Machinist squares. Starrett would later found his own company in 1880, and the great rivalry was born. Where Brown Sharpe was conservative, Starrett was aggressive. He took Brown Sharpe's core ideas and relentlessly improved them for the working machinist. He added ratchet stops for consistent pressure on micrometers. He improved the vernier caliper, and he turned his combination square into an entire system of measurement. So who was truly better? It's a debate that still rages in workshops today. Brown Sharpe represented the original benchmark quality, the rock-solid foundation of precision. Their tools were elegant, authoritative, and beautiful. Their tools were masterpieces of a conservative, old-money design philosophy. Heavy, beautiful, and built with an uncompromising quality that bordered on obsession. Specialized micrometers for every task imaginable, for threads, for hubs, and even strange-looking disc and blade types for measuring in narrow grooves. They were sold in beautiful satin-lined cases, a clear sign that these weren't just tools, they were prized possessions. They also built precision tools for the world of true metrology, the science of measurement. They produced dial test indicators, instruments so sensitive they could measure variations you couldn't even see with the naked eye. And eventually, they offered the holy grail of precision, Johansen gauge blocks. They weren't just tools, they were the physical embodiment of the inch itself. Each block is machined so perfectly flat and parallel that they can be wrung together, sticking as if they were magnetized. This is the bedrock standard upon which all other precision in the workshop is built. Brown Sharpe wasn't just a small tool company. They were an industrial powerhouse. They manufactured massive milling cutters, hardened arbors and collets for their own machines, and even produced a complete line of gear-driven and centrifugal pumps for machine coolant. From the simplest steel rule to the most complex electronic comparator, the Brown Sharpe lineup was a complete encyclopedia of the mid-century machine shop, a powerful testament to the company that didn't just join the world of precision. They invented it. Starrett, on the other hand, was the innovator. His tools were often more practical, packed with clever features designed for the day-to-day user. He didn't invent precision, but a generation of machinists would argue that he perfected it. Ultimately, there is no single answer. But what's left is this document, a look at the original kings, the masters who set the standard that all others would have to follow. I'd love to know what you thought of this catalog. Let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more, Subscribe for a new piece of tool history every week.